Welcome to today's class of chapter 6, that is integers. Well, before starting the chapter, we shall learn few of the basics so that it becomes easy for us to answer the questions given in the exercise. Here, let us first understand about number systems. So, basically there are two types of numbers, and these are real numbers and imaginary numbers. Here, let us understand about them one by one. So, what do we mean by real numbers? Well, the numbers that exist in real are known as real numbers, and they include natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers. Now, what do we understand by imaginary numbers? So, the numbers that are too numerous to be counted are known as imaginary numbers. For example, infinite. Now here, in this chapter, we will learn about real numbers, and so let us understand about them one by one. Natural numbers. Well, natural numbers are nothing but the counting numbers, such as 1, 2, 3, and it goes on up to infinite. Now let us learn about whole numbers. Well, if we include 0 to the collection of natural numbers, then we get the collection of a new number known as whole numbers. And these whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, and it goes on up to infinite. Now let us learn about integers in detail because this chapter 6 is all about integers. Well, so what do we mean by integers? So, negative numbers along with the whole numbers are known as integers. Integers are thus positive as well as negative. Here, positive integers include 1, 2, 3, and it goes on up to infinite. Whereas the negative integers include -1, -2, -3, and it goes on up to infinite. Now let us understand about integers in pictorial form. So in pictorial form, integers can be understood as collection of various numbers as shown in the figures below. Well, here the group of first figures show natural numbers, whole numbers, 0, negative numbers, and integers individually, whereas the second figure shows integers as a collection of natural number, whole number, 0, and negative numbers. Now let us learn about the representation of integers on a number line. Here let us learn about integers on the number line. Well, as the figure on this side shows, we can say that positive integers are on right side of 0 and are termed as positive integers. Similarly, negative numbers are on left side of the 0 and are termed as negative integers. Also, we can say that 0 is neither a negative integer nor a positive integer. Now, let us learn about addition and subtraction of integers. Well, on a number line, if we add two positive integers, then the resultant integer so obtained will always be a positive integer and will be on the right of 0. Similarly, on a number line, if we add two negative integers, then the resultant integer so obtained will always be a negative integer and it will be on the left of 0. Here, when we add one positive integer and one negative integer, we indirectly subtract them as a whole and put the sign of bigger number with the value of subtraction so obtained. Now let us learn about additive inverse. When addition of two integers give the result as 0, then both the integers are called additive inverse of each other. For example, if we add two integers, say a plus c is equals to 0, well, here a will be equals to minus c, or say c will be equals to minus a, then the two integers, that is a and c, will be additive inverse of each other. Now let us start with the exercise, that is exercise 6.1. Question 3. Represent the following numbers on a number line. C plus or minus 8. Well, here draw a number line and divide it into several equal parts. Also name them in such a way that we can represent the given number plus or minus 8 on it. Now, as we know that positive integers are always on the right side of 0, thus plus 8 will be marked on right side at an interval of 8 units from 0. And similarly, as we know that negative integers are on the left side of 0, thus minus 8 will be marked on left side at an interval of 8 units from 0. Question 5. Following is the list of temperatures of 5 places in India on a particular day of the year. Here A says, write the temperature of these places in form of integers in the blank column. B says, following is the number line representing temperature in degrees Celsius. Plot the name of the cities against its temperature. C says, which is the coolest place, and D says, write the name of the places where temperatures are above 10 degrees Celsius. So let us answer them one by one. Well, A. Here we are supposed to write the temperatures in form of integers for the given value of temperature. So A, for Siachen, the temperature says 10 degree below 0 degree Celsius, which in integer form would be minus 10 degree Celsius. Similarly, for Shimla, temperature says 2 degree Celsius below 0 degree Celsius, which in integer form would be minus 2 degree Celsius. For Ahmedabad, it is 30 degree Celsius above 0 degree Celsius, which in integer form would be plus 30 degree Celsius. For Delhi, temperature says 20 degree above 0 degree Celsius, which means in integer form it would be plus 20 degree Celsius. Here for Srinagar, temperature says 5 degree Celsius below 0 degree Celsius, and thus in integer form it would be minus 5 degree Celsius. Thus in this way we obtain the values of temperature in form of integers. Now let us answer B, which is we are supposed to mark the places against the temperatures. Thus the figure here shows the places marked at various temperatures, or say their respective temperatures. Question C said, which is the coolest place? So Siachen is the coolest place with minus 10 degree Celsius temperature. Also, the question D asked, write the name of the places where temperatures are above 10 degrees Celsius. Thus, the places where temperature are above 10 degrees Celsius are Delhi, that is 20 degrees Celsius, and Ahmedabad, that is 30 degrees Celsius. Now let us start with exercise 6.2. Using number line, write integers, which is A 3 more than 5 and C 6 less than 2. Well, A 3 more than 5. Here we will have to add given integers on number line, and so by moving write 3 steps from 5 we reach at 8. Hence 3 more than 5 is 8, which can be represented on number line as shown in the figure below. B. 6 less than 2. Well, here we will have to subtract the given integer on a number line, and so by moving left 6 steps from 2 we reach at -4. Hence 6 less than 2 is -4, which can be represented on a number line as shown in the figure below. Question 2. Use number line and add the following integers. A. 9 plus -6. C. -1 plus -7. D. -5 plus 10. So let us start with A. 9 plus -6. Well, here we will have to subtract the given integers on a number line, and so by moving left 6 steps from 9 we reach at 3, and thus 3 can be represented on number line as shown below. Now C. -1 plus -7. Well, here we will have to add the given integers, and so by moving left 7 steps from -1 we reach at -8, and thus -8 can be represented on number line as shown below. D. -5 plus 10. Here we will have to add the given integers, and so by moving right 10 steps from -5 we reach at 5, and thus 5 can be represented on number line as shown here in figure below. Well, here I guess I have solved each of the questions given in the exercise, or say each type of the questions given in the exercise, and request you to solve rest by yourself. Thank you.